morning, children. So, I am your English teacher, Asha. As I discussed with you all in your previous class about orphan, and I told you the boy who asked for more. So, I just discussed with you about Oliver Twist. So, Oliver Twist is born into a life of poverty and misfortune, raised in a workhouse in the fictional town of Mudfog, located 70 miles, 110 kilometers north of London. He is orphaned by his father's mysterious absence and his mother Agnes' death in childbirth. Welcomed only in the workhouse and robbed of her gold name locket. So, children, today we are going to step into Unit 4. Which lesson? Unit 4. The Boy Who Asked for More. It was written by Charles Dickens. So, Charles Dickens, the greatest Victorian novelist, is known for his attacks on social evils like child labor and institutional cruelty. This extract is from Oliver Twist, tells us how Oliver was forced out of the poorhouse. Now you got the small details of this. Understood? Now, going to the lesson, children. So, page number 60, there you have the boy who asked for more. Oliver was born in the poorhouse of a little country town on a cold, black night in the winter of 1837. The boy was attended by a doctor who was hastily called for the purpose and by an old pauper woman who was experienced in such matters. The mother died almost as soon as the baby took his first breath. She was a young, good looking woman who had been found lying in the street. It was clear that she had walked some distance before she died. Her shoes had been torn to pieces where she had come from. As I read in the previous thing, Oliver was born in the poorhouse of a little country town on a cold, black night in the winter of 1837. So, what is that, children? As I told you all, Oliver was born in the poorhouse. Poorhouse means where the orphan age children are kept or the orphan age people are kept. That is called as a poorhouse of a little country town. That was very cold enough and even it was black night. Black night means midnight in the winter. That too it was a winter season of 1837. The birth was attended by a doctor. So, Oliver's birth was attended by a doctor who was hastily, who was urgently. What is the meaning of hastily? Urgently called for the purpose. What was the purpose here? So, there was a purpose that a lady, she got the delivery pain and by an old pauper woman in the sense we called her a pauper means poor woman who was experienced in such matters. Why the doctor was called here and why the poor woman was called? Because the lady was well versed with this work. So Oliver was born in the poorhouse of a little country town and it was a very cold season, that was in the midnight, and urgently means like hastily means urgently the doctor was called for the purpose. What is the purpose here, children? The purpose here in the sense the lady had got the delivery pain or a labor pain. Now The mother died almost as soon as the baby took his first breath. So, what happened to the mother? As soon as the child was born, the baby was born. Here, the mother died. As soon as she gave birth to the baby, mother was dead. In the sense, she took her last breath. She was a young, good looking woman who had been found lying on the street. Who was young here? The lady who gave birth. She was very young enough